Hey Lauren, hey guys. This week's dare was to do a day in the life of Alex type of deal. So here's what my Friday looked like.
So I woke up around 7:15, which is, I think a lot of people can agree with me on this one, way too early for anyone who doesn't hold a full-time job. So I got up and I started brushing my teeth, started thinking that my hair looked pretty good for having, just woken up, but one quick turn to the side and, yep, there it is, bedhead. The only real way to cure bedhead is to take a shower, so I went ahead and did that. I swear I was going to take one anyway, though, regardless. After that, I walked down the street and caught my bus up to campus. The bus system here actually reminds me a lot of Muni. They're never on time, and they're either super packed or really empty. So my class is at 9:30, but I got to campus an hour early. The reason is because of my bus. The one at 9 tends to be way too crowded for me to get on, so I miss my class most of the time. So if I want to make it to class, I gotta get there an hour early. My first class went alright. I mean, I took notes, so it was as productive as you could be in class. I walked to the library afterwards to do my homework for the class I was just in. Usually I'd be on a campus computer on Facebook or something, but I learned enough in class to do the first few problems of my assignment. Plus, checking Facebook takes about 30 seconds and I had 3 hours to kill. Afterwards I met up with Ishan and we checked out the Study Abroad fair. Despite its really boring name, it was actually pretty interesting. I picked up some brochures about some places that I was interested in visiting, and then we walked around campus for a bit, until we got to the carousel. Don't ask me why it's there, I just know it is there and that it can make you pretty dizzy, not gonna lie. Afterwards we hit up the taco truck for lunch. I'd actually packed a bagel sandwich the night before, so I just bought some really terrible coconut juice. Then it was time for my afternoon class with the most monotone teacher I've ever had. I didn't take any notes in this lecture because if you couldn't tell, I fell asleep during it. And yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it either. Isn't that right? We waited at the bus stop and took the bus home, which was probably my favorite part of the day. Maybe because I was going home, or maybe because it was finally over and I was able to think. But personally, I think it was because I had just finished the first part of Lauren's Double Dare.
After that, my day got significantly less interesting, even though it wasn't interesting to begin with. I went on the internet, I cooked dinner, and I watched TV, and that was about it. That was my Friday. The second part of this week's dare was to do a segment of things that Alex likes. This one's particularly hard for me. If you go to my Facebook or anything that, where you have to make a profile and it says interests or anything like that, mine is very, very blank. I don't find myself particularly interesting, but it's a dare, so I gotta do it, so let's give it a shot.
The garage footage was crap, so I need to refilm this part. Originally I was going to just put out a list of stuff I like, and I tried it, but, well, that was the reason why it was so bad. The people in my neighborhood are apparently very, very active. If you're wondering why people are so active around my neighborhood, it's because I live 2 blocks away from this. Here, let me show you. My original plan of walking around my neighborhood was a bad idea because I'm still very self-conscious about it all. So I think I'm going to do it here, next to the ocean, where you will not be able to hear me. The reason why I can't do a list is because of the fact that a lot of things interest me. I can't really say all the things I like because I don't really know what I like either. It's always a mystery, and it's always nice to find out when I have a passion for something. I think I've pretty much stranded myself here on this outcropping because this is the path that I took to come down here. As you can see, it is not a path. Hold on, let me get back up on the sidewalk. I can't really say a list of things that I like and I'm passionate about, or whatever your dare was, because I can't give a full and complete answer to that. That's definitely not the answer you wanted, and definitely not the most interesting video segment in the world, but I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to take it. Let me get to the last bit, the bit about your dare. I dare you to go find the seed on your campus that Larry was talking about. A bit of backstory for viewers who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but apparently there's a sea on every UC campus. I don't have one, at least not that I know of. and but you do, I guess. It might not exist, in which case you've got to at least try. As per our agreement before we started. But yeah, try to find that C, and I'll see you next week. Later.